Guess who's back? Back again. Wes is back. Tell your friends. Alright, so when we left off, we told Sarah that we were super excited. But first, she told us to talk to people, get to know people. And I think the best one to start with is our robot friend here,
We will
Vasco.
need to deal with the Crimson Fleet, Captain, that is after the frontier.
We already did that, technically.
Captain, now that you are a member of Constellation, I am at your service. No additional protocols necessary. Also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development, in case you ever need to build a base for field research.
Yeah. Field research. Before I talk to you more, how long have you been a part of Constellation?
I arrived along with many material goods purchased by the group's previous chair, Malcolm Livingstone. Despite several significant system replacements and upgrades, I have been online for 43 years.
Wow. Do you miss Barrett?
My primary function has been to support and protect Barrett during his travels. I am currently unable to do so.
That sounds like he
That
misses
is
Barrett.
as capable as I can be of missing anyone.
See, he does
I
miss
believe
Barrett.
Barrett
Aw.
would find your question amusing.
I'd be happy to ask him. Barrett was a pretty cool guy. Uh, Protecting Barrett must have been quite the challenge.
Barrett has, thus far, survived every mission on which we have embarked.
Hey, I wasn't trying to insult you, bro.
It is therefore evident that my efforts have been successful.
I'd have to
I
agree.
suspect that Barrett would disagree with how necessary my intervention has been in any given situation.
I would love to get these two together. I'm not gonna ask about outpost development. Yeah, I am. Fuck it. What do you mean?
The exploration of an unknown planet can be a major undertaking. By building an outpost, you will be able to construct scanning equipment, resource extractors, and defenses. It is even possible to set up multiple outposts capable of manufacturing, allowing you to build advanced equipment.
Huh. Sounds useful. I'll try it the next time I touch down on a
The
planet.
blueprints you need to construct an outpost should already be on your watch.
Cool.
It will automatically.
I could use you on my crew, Vasco.
Captain Wes, I will proceed to my assigned post.
Yeah, you're gonna be with me in the ship. I need, somebody to help with that anionic fusion. Alright. You're walking towards me. I'll go ahead and talk to you. Rockbreaker, huh? I said Rockbreaker, huh?
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
You're damn right. But you know what? I've been called worse.
Still doesn't excuse it.
Oh, very kind.
My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not
What?
fair of
I
me
could
to
never
take
believe
from
that.
you,
Barrett.
Especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man.
Ha, too true.
Welcome aboard.
Hey, thanks. I'm glad to be here.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Huh. Hell yeah. Well, I guess since I have your ear, what is your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure...
Real talk, that's a
they
smart
have the
fucking CEO.
resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Kidding. You know what? I have other questions for you that I'm gonna ask
Until
later.
next time.
Because I should probably talk to Noelle.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts. but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
Girl, you're the one saying it's aliens.
Tense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now.
You could say that.
I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it.
Yeah, dude.
I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Someone had to do it, right? You seem to know a lot about these.
Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go.
Huh.
Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work.
Now you guys know, huh?
Still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
Well, let me know how I can help you learn more.
Well, right now, nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're going to be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Organic stuff. Got it.
There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an
I wonder if that'll
analysis
actually help me at all.
And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay.
All right. I've got some organic resources
Okay,
for you.
let's take a look.
Do I? Oh, I do. Well, I can sell a little sealant. Oh, no, actually, that lubricant. I will sell that. And sell 2 of you, and I will sell 4 of you. So, hey, I got good money now. All right.
Stay safe, okay?
Will do. I'm gonna go check out my room, and also the downstairs.
Is nearby.
We've already talked about this. I'm not going back to Crete. I'm not. I've done it too many times. So I'm through here. And you take a left. And you take another left. And here's the Starborn Gravitas suit that I'm gonna take to Temple Finder for me. Great Expectations, Frankenstein. This is coming out after I've played a good bit, not all of, but most of or I feel like most of the Shattered Space DLC. Fantastic, by the way. I don't understand unless you don't like the base game of Starfield. Then in that case, like, yeah, you're gonna hate it. But the exploration was keyno, felt really fantastic, really excited for well, everything that Bethesda is gonna bring in the future as well. So let's see what we got here. We got a Grendel, nice. Some caseless that I will definitely take. Coachman that I'll probably sell. Some yummy wummy credits. And head pack. Let's start first. If we're going to be doing heavy combat, which we probably will be, it'd be a good idea to research some medical stuff. Got overflow of antimicrobial and amino acids. We're gonna... No, go back up there. I need to mark that. No. Okay, there we go. R to track project. I'm used to playing on controller, so... but I found that I found I shoot aim better on a mouse and keyboard, at least I feel like I do. We'll go ahead and put in this copper. We'll put in this lead. That should overflow. Let's go, baby. Easiest level 4 I've ever gotten. I'm not going to worry about ammo 2 right now, but we are going to put in for this, and I don't have a lot of sealant anymore. But maybe I can... Yes, overflow, yes! I'm going to have to be mining a lot. I feel like I probably will actually dabble in this playthrough. I got lasers unlocked. Now I can do ammunition. Let's start with the 0 wire. Some copper, some lead. Alright, we'll have to come back for that. I might actually start getting into outpost stuff. It feels like it might actually be worthwhile. This is Legendary Module Recycler. So do not remind me again, please. I can't put any of this in here, but I can put the Gravitas suit in there and take this stuff out. Let me see. Is there anything here I can mod? I can mod the Argos jumpsuit, which I don't believe I want to. I might have to see if real-time form patcher will fix that and allow me to do more things with the module recycler. But I have a bunch of stuff. And I still have things I need to do before I start the mission with Sarah. So let's go ahead and leave to New Atlantis. When I come back to Constellation, I'm gonna, you know, run it for all it has, run its pockets. But I think before I do that, let's take a lovely stroll to go see my parents. So to, I guess, talk a little bit more about Wes, and his relationship with his parents. He has a pretty decent one. They don't like to talk about his brother because it's it's hard. You lost family. If you've ever lost family, it is tough. And my heart goes out to you guys. I hope you're doing well. One thing I really, really like about Starfield is that it has kind of a hopeful vibe, where a lot of sci-fi, you got I love Warhammer. I love it. I love Fallout. I love Mass Effect. Star Wars has a more hopeful vibe, so I'm not as I'm not gonna, I guess, comment on that being too depressing. I mean, there are some, sad moments, but overall the vibe of Star Wars is hopeful. I feel like Starfield has a similar idea that it's supposed to be like a hopeful future. You're coming off of the back of a lot of tragedy, so you have the sputtering on Earth, which we will learn more about, especially if we do the main story. Along with the sputtering on Earth. Oh, brownouts in the well, huh? Oh, I like your gun, ma'am. Might be able to check that out at some point. After we talk to our parents, maybe. I'm also going to buy some food and drink to make sure I am all stocked up and ready to go. Let's see. So you have, the sputtering, you have Serpent's Crusade, you have the Colony Wars. You have a bunch of different conflicts and stuff where the settled systems is still kind of recovering. I feel like this is like a crossroads point for the entirety of it. So you have the growing threat of the Terramorphs, of course, which are going to be, well, we'll take care of it in this playthrough, at the very least. But that's like something that is pretty terrifying. You have the Freestar Collective corruption going all the way up to Ron Hope. Spoiler alert. But that's pretty bad. I actually haven't done Reusion. So Reusion will be a fun one. We might do that one like second, or, try to weave them all in together, depending on where we go. So Reusion, I think, will be a good time. Dazra is, having a lot of problems thanks to the events that took place in before Shattered Space. So it is really, really, really fascinating to see this world be, I guess, I guess it's just neat. I don't know how else to describe it. It feels like the world is in a recovery stage or post-recovery. Like, this is post-apocalypse kind of deal, it feels like. I can see why there's rumors that they started with like this being like a future of Fallout, and then kind of went their own way, because it definitely has that same vibe and feel as like a post-apocalypse kind of deal. But we could also, trigger a new apocalypse, I guess. Who knows? I also love all the... Anyway, let's talk to Anya. I've rambled enough. Sorry, I'm skipping her dialogue just because I've heard it so much. She's gonna be really... I'm gonna be happy. You take all this pretty seriously.
Is that a surprise? These are potentially matters of life and death we're talking about here.
What would the house recommend?
Well, that's not a simple question, is it? It all depends on who's asking.
True.
I have my own personal favorites, but I wouldn't presume to know yours. Tell me, were you to find yourself in the unfortunate position of needing to use a weapon, what suits you best? Something up close and personal? Rapid fire? Is precision a consideration?
Ooh. It's easier if everything just explodes. I really like that dialogue. I like to keep my distance when I can.
Ah, yes. Well, then personally, I would point you towards Combatech.
Okay. Alright, let's see what you have for sale.
Please, take a look.
Okay. I'm thinking I want an Equinox, because the 3kV will hit better. And then I wouldn't mind... I guess you don't have one. I was gonna ask if you had a Solstice, but you don't. So I will instead buy all of your lasers. Oh, I'm very poor now. That's okay. Gonna sell the Coachman. Gonna sell the Grendel. Gonna sell Eon. Bye-bye, Eon. 27 cal, we'll sell that. Oh shit, I'm buying that. I do that too often. Alright. Well, I'm flat broke again. We're gonna have to go do some work. Thanks. I'm feeling very silly now. In fact, Wes is feeling so silly that now he's definitely putting a point into that to make sure he doesn't get gypped again. Because that hurt. That hurt. Definitely wasn't, you know, my fault. It's his fault. God. Alright, but got a nice little combat tech. Got 109 rounds, which definitely isn't perfect, but it might be enough to do some damage. Maybe. Now the question is, where to go? Well, I said I was going to talk to my parents, so let's go talk to the parents. We've got a fancy, shiny new rifle, which I don't necessarily know if Dad would be too proud of it. He's a professor after all. But we'll see. I really, really like the third person in this game. One mod I have installed that I'm actually kind of iffy on, I might uninstall it, is first to third person aiming by Baka, who's also done Achievement Enabler, you know, Disable Game Files, a bunch of other fantastic mods. And I really, really do enjoy the first person view for something you'll see once I get in a non-modded suit of armor, or suit of armor spacesuit. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's actually pretty cool. Let me go ahead and also do this. Dawn's Roost. Thank you very much, sir. Alright. Let's go talk to Mom and Dad. This will be way better than talking to my mom and dad. I'll tell you what. I still love you guys, but, you know. JK, JK. Well, hello there.
What? Well, I'll be. Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
It's me.
I'll get the coffee brewing.
Thanks.
Oh, my God. Oh, you about gave me a heart attack.
I do love these are cheesy interactions,
Not
but
that
I
we're
love
not
it.
thrilled to see you, son, but I thought you were under contract with Argos Extractors. Is everything all right?
I got a new job with Constellation.
Come again? Constellation? Is this one of those candid camera vids? A joke?
I wish.
My child is a member of Constellation. I just knew you were special.
Right?
Didn't I always say that? That you were meant for great things? Great things.
Aw. Every mom says their kid is special, but I guess you were right.
Oh, say again? I should record that and play it back. Mom, you were right. Oh, but you didn't give me any notice. If I'd known I'd have your favorite meal in the oven.
Yeah.
Your room is just a mess. Although that's how you left it.
Easy, honey. Let the boy catch his breath. Why don't you settle in? You know you're always welcome.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate that.
I'm planning a grocery run later. Might get some things you like.
Well, I might come back around. So for Wes's, for the headcanon with Wes, I'll say, this apartment was moved into shortly after his brother died. His brother was a good bit older than he was. Whoopsies, I didn't mean to do that. I'll dump out the puzzle now. His brother was a good bit older than he was, so that's why they moved into like this one bedroom. I'm sorry, this 2-bedroom. Hard to sit there with the memories, but Wes didn't stick around long. It wasn't long until he found his own way. But I guess he left his high school backpack. Note from Mom. I patched up your old high school backpack. Good as new. There's so many pockets in there. One of them had an old apple and, well, it's clean now. I know you're all grown up, but the backpack has the best storage on the market. Maybe you could use it with Argos? If not, let me know and I'll donate it. Love, Mom. Very sweet. So, this pack is just it's a special name pack, and it comes with some extra capacity. I also have a mod installed. Let me see. I still have it. I should. That's not in here. I'm looking for their, where is it? Where is it? I thought they had a washing machine in here. Maybe they don't. Oh, here it is. So, activate it. Your clothes are clean. And I believe that gives me a buff. Yep. Fortify Persuasion, plus 10% for 2 hours. Gives you a reason to come back and see your folks, right? Let's talk with Mom. Hey, Mom.
I still can't get over you being here. And it's not even Mother's Day. So, I gotta ask.
Bro, right to it?
Is there anyone
I
special?
literally just got here.
With you being in Constellation now, I imagine you are quite the catch.
Well, that's very flattered, but I don't have anything to report yet.
Just so you know, Your dad cannot wait to be a grandpa. So don't keep him or me waiting too long. I know. I won't get into more right now.
Bro, I can
I
adopt,
know you didn't
okay?
live in this apartment long, but I want you to consider this your home away from home. Your bed is always yours, no questions asked. I mean, well, I will ask questions, but you can stay here no matter the answers.
I really appreciate it. Well, actually, no, here's a good question. Why'd you guys never settle down?
It's complicated. Maybe one day I'll get into it. But neither of us mind moving. I think we both have a bit of nomad in us. I think, though, New Atlantis is our forever home.
It's good to know. I really appreciate it.
No bother at all. Stay as long as you like. Anything you want to talk about, dear?
Not really. But, I guess I'll ask what you're doing these days.
Now that we're both retired, you mean? I keep trying to push your father to do things. Dance lessons, vacation, take some courses. I'm really interested in early colonial art. But he's just happy as a clam reading in his chair for hours. Wants to know the history of every
Oh, me
little
too, bro.
thing.
Me too.
It's nice to have time to do both, though.
It's fantastic.
I missed you so much, darling.
I'd give you a hug if I could, but I cannot. Father?
I still can't believe it. Constellation. The stories make them seem so exotic, so, well, romantic, almost. But how is it for real? You liking it?
People are really amazing. I just hope I'm worthy.
Don't you worry yourself about that. All your life, you've been just this mess of potential waiting for a chance. Your number's finally been called, and the settled systems had better be ready for you.
Yeah, no kidding.
I've got some news of my own. You are now officially looking at a retiree.
What is that? Is that a...
Taught my
no, it's
final
not
class
underwater. It's
last
just
Thursday.
trees.
The faculty
Oh,
threw
yeah.
me a party and everything. It's too bad you weren't here then. You could have had some cake.
Sorry, pretend all of my rambling as Senpatty is the internal rambling of Wes, because this dude got ADHD just like me for real on God. Do you think you're gonna miss it?
Teaching? I'll miss some of it. Occasionally, I got a student that I could really connect with and make a difference. Those are the ones that kept me going. It didn't matter if they tested well, if it lit a passion in them. That's the stuff. But most of the time, no. I won't miss it at all.
Okay, as a former teacher, yeah, no, 100%. I miss, like, the kids that I connected with and the ones who, like, made progress. That was really the best. And my cat is whining at me again. She loves being the center of attention. Well, you always told me life is a classroom, so it looks like you'll never retire, huh?
Look at that smart mouth. Where on earth could you have gotten that from? Enough about that. Anything you want to talk about before you have to go? I mean, stay. Stay as long as you like, but I imagine you're all excited to get to discovering.
You guys need anything?
You know, it's supposed to be us taking care of you.
Look, this is
right?
already too much like my real life, okay?
I'd like to say we'll pay you back the money you sent home. Well, I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
That's because you guys are,
More
you
than
know, you're nice. I'm not going to remove kid stuff, but
It's good
I'll
to
see you
have
later.
home.
Yeah, it's good to be home. All right. Well, with that being done, okay, Mom, I don't know why you're running away. My cat is having a freak out, so I'm going to help her out, and we will be back in just a little bit with more adventures of Wes Cabot as he, well, presumably goes back to the lodge, and I'll meet you guys out front there. So we'll see you then. Later.